Well, how evenly poised is this Origin series? We head for game 4, 1 win, 1 draw, and 1 win is the way we find ourselves. 3 points apiece for New South Wales and Queensland. It's a rivalry almost as old as time in a sporting sense, and the ice hockey sides, the under-20 sides, will have another look at one another here today. It is so well poised as we have another game in Liverpool. Good afternoon if you're watching from New South Wales. Good morning if you're further north in the Sunshine State for Game 4 of the Origin Series in 2026. It's a pleasure to have your company. My name is Oliver Walker-Peel. Alongside me, Lockie Eels. And Lockie, how good is this? 3 games, 1 win apiece. We've had a draw as well. It couldn't be any better set up, could it?
Not at all, and what a draw that was too. Game 2, Queensland thought they were going to bring the series down here equal. New South Wales stole a draw at the very end, and it was set up a very interesting Game 3 hit down here yesterday, and Queensland just came out, took it to New South Wales from the beginning. It was only 1-0 at the end of the first period, but then they really turned it on. They put 13 shots on target in that second period, and it was really the story of special teams, which has been such a huge story so far in this series. Queensland went 3 for 4 on the power play yesterday, and it was the differences. They came away 4-2 winners over New South Wales, so just one of the things the Blues are going to want to address here today.
It traces all the way back to Game 1 though, doesn't it? Queensland were 0 for 7 on the power play. New South Wales found their way to 5 power play goals in the opening game of the series that really broke the game open in the 6-1 win. It has been a series where special teams has really taken hold. If you look across the 3 games that we've seen so far, and we often say that special teams is a bit of a differentiator when you look at hockey. 40% on the power play on New South Wales, 6 from 15. They've also been better on the kill than their Queensland counterparts. So do you think, again, it's another one where special teams might be the difference?
Absolutely. Special teams can always end up being the difference, especially when you're talking about State of Origin at the U20 level. These guys, remember, these are still under 20 players. They're hyped up, they're young, they're ready to go, and oftentimes young hockey players, as we see, they make mistakes, they make penalties, they go to the box, it opens up the ice, and as we've seen, a lot of the work has been done on the special teams here so far in this series, and like you talked about, it's been such a story. I talked to Coach Labrie last night after the game, and he was just so proud with how well the team did yesterday when they only gave up 2 penalties and they killed both of them off, and then just being so efficient, going into kill mode on the power play, going 3 from 4, and on that 4th one that they didn't get a goal on, they created so many opportunities and were just making New South Wales work hard on defense, and Coach Labrie was very proud of the way they played yesterday. He also highlighted to me their forecheck. They've drilled it so well. They kept the structure. They kept the pressure on. And New South Wales at times yesterday seemed like they were struggling to even clear the puck out of their own zone. They spent minutes at a time hemmed down in their own end, and it really kind of made them tired as they had to then chase the game later in the game. Queensland were fresher. They were on top of the game. They were buzzing, and they were just ready to kill this one out. We saw that they got the goal back. It was the goal from Jacob Zeal. He had one of them, and I believe Siwak had a goal as well too in the 3rd period, and it was just New South Wales. They had individuals who were ready to come back fighting, but they just couldn't get it going together on a team level, and Queensland just played a perfect team game yesterday. They equaled this series up, and it's going to be very exciting to watch here today.
Absolutely. Aside from the players and coaches, Lockie, I think you've got about as good an idea of how this series has gone as anybody, given your commentary prowess across the start of the series. Give us a couple of players from each team for those who aren't aware who might be ones to look out for today.
So on the New South Wales, actually we'll start with Queensland here. Just one player to watch, Jack Middleton. He's been on that second line, but he's been playing so incredibly well. His goal yesterday was just showing off his speed and showing off his stick handling skills. He just absolutely took the puck on the left-hand side, beat the defender who was all over him, and he shrugged off a check, came in, deked the goaltender, and finished it. Jack Middleton is an incredible player for Queensland. He's done a great job here early so far in the series. Another one here to look at. He's been fantastic. He was fantastic in but he hasn't shown up on the score sheet yet. Quentin Greenwood, he's a defender. He's a big boy down there. He likes to use his body. He checks well, but he also tracks back extremely well. His positioning is elite for his age, and he's a very solid base, and Queensland used their defense extremely well to build yesterday and move forward. Another player who's been leading from the back is his partner in the defense is Henri Dalgety, number 72. He spent time over in the United States in the USPHL. He even captained the Atlanta Mad Hatters in their premier season. He has a goal and assist already this series, and he's going to be looking to fire here tonight.
As we'll shortly pause for the national anthem, both sets of players lined up on the blue lines will pause. Queensland and New South Wales in Game 4 of the State of Origin. Doesn't matter whether it's league or if it's hockey, the Australian national anthem before a State of Origin game, always wonderful. And for these players, they need no lecturing on how important this rivalry is. They've lived it and breathed it and now get the opportunity to play it once again. It's the New South Wales players you can see on your picture crowding around the net. There's Matthew Montgomery there in the 75. Wondering off air whether he would be the man to get the start today for New South Wales.
Just want to take a second and say here for a second, Ollie, take a look around in this barn. It is packed in here tonight. The New South Wales fans getting behind their boys here. It's fantastic to see.
Certainly is. It's a bit of an earlier one. Just past midday in Liverpool.
I know that up in Queensland, there's going to be a lot of people sitting down on the couch now with a cup of coffee, getting ready for State of Origin Game 4. Just a little different. Let's have a look at the referees right now. With the armbands on today, it's the same as yesterday. Joe Mayer and Kendall Ballard. The lines person's different here today. We got Daniel Mann and Adrian San Cataldo.
Big moment for the officials too, as it always is. Get set for the opening draw. New South Wales to the left, Queensland attacking to the right. Puck is dropped and we're underway for Game 4. Level of pegging in terms of points. Big Game 4 coming up, and good forecheck already from Queensland to try and get the game going early. Can't clear the zone, holding it in. At the point there was Greenwood, just couldn't keep hold of it for too long. Glove down into his own path by Oxlade. It started well for New South Wales across the series. He can't find a way through, and Queensland work it out. It's dumped in. Played towards the line, not out. Bump off the puck, no call. It's worked around the boards. Ollie's over there, one of 4 in the Queensland team with AIHL experience. There today, New South Wales have got 13. And it's played to line and not out. Played in front, trying to access the slot there, Partridge, and New South Wales are able to get it to neutral ice. They made the Queensland zone. It's played in on, and we've got play held.
Yeah, we just had a random buzzer there, it seems like. Good start here from Queensland at forechecking well. We talked with Coach Labrie before the game here tonight. He talked about how proud he was of them on their forecheck yesterday. They're already keeping the structure well, and they're very physical here early so far.
I was wondering if the buzzer was related to the game or not, if it was something I might have missed, but we go on in any case. Stapled towards the boards. New South Wales almost emerged with it, but a piece of work there by Lachlan Fixter. It's played in front. Fanning on it from the point. New South Wales trying to get it in deep. They eventually do. Played to the line, not out. And held in as it's sent in deep. Getting back on the puck there, Henri Dalgety. Plays it around the boards, and Queensland can look north. Nice bit of stick handling there from Jackson Stanicky, who works his way into the zone. Doesn't have much by way of support. Queensland have it down low. And back there by Dibble. Wells tried to break it free and do. Again, they can't get it out of the zone. Shot just wide of the net. Pressure this from Queensland early on. Hit towards the boards. And the arm is up, so we've got a penalty coming to New South Wales here. Extra attacker on for Queensland as we go 6-on-5. New South Wales unable to touch up as of yet. Play blown down, and first penalty of the game is a cross-check, and we're going to see a Queensland penalty, Queensland power play, pardon me, coming up.
We talked about it in the pregame. Special teams has been such a big part of this series. We'll see if it ends up being here tonight. You know, New South Wales definitely would have talked about it last night, the discipline, and the coaching staff would not be happy to see that one taken early. The shots on target right now are 1-0 in favor of Queensland. Face off to the right of Montgomery.
It's on the draw, but it's played all the way down, and there's maybe a short-handed chance here for Ben McGrath. He's spilled, no motion from the officials, and so we go on. Here's Sasha Rapchuk, the Queensland captain, trying to work her way through. It's played around behind the net and all the way down the ice. Of course, no icing, given we are in the middle of a power play here. McGrath chasing after it like a dog on a bone, and he's ahead of play on the puck. Over there is Hugh Campbell. Queensland will keep hold and try and set something up here. Nice pass left wing side. Sent around from Ozzy Partridge. Another one who's played in the AHL for the Lightning after signing in June. Over at the boards is Campbell. It's played back to the point. Deflected, didn't get to the goaltender. Xavier Roy. He does get the start today for New South Wales. Dalgety chasing back. Over a minute gone, and the first power play of the game. Queensland look north. Great pass all the way down the ice. Just over 30 seconds left on the man advantage, and we've got another horn. A couple of those now to stop the game.
I like what I'm seeing here early from New South Wales. They killed penalties well in the first weekend, didn't do so well last night, but already I like what they're seeing from Ben McGrath. We haven't seen a lot of him so far in this series, but they're letting him kind of hunt by himself on the forecheck right now. They're on the man down. They know he's fast, and they know that he's able to work well and just kind of bother the Queensland players, not allow him to do anything easy.
Just confirming the penalty call, it was Declan Downey. 2:29, 2 minutes for cross-checking, 59 for New South Wales. Queensland haven't really threatened while on the power play. Working out from their own zone here. Breaking in is Jack Molly. Mr. Graff waiting there at the point if he wants. Doesn't go there, it goes down low instead. It's played in front, and Xavier Roy having to butterfly to try and sort that. The puck coming close. Can't get it to go, and in the end it's a really good save from the New South Wales number 12.
I like this from Roy's perspective. Get a first one on target, make a couple saves here, just get your confidence under you early here, and hopefully as this game goes on for New South Wales, this will continue for him.
Held in at the point, penalty done. With the penalty being done, that's played all the way down, and that will be icing as Dibble will run the race to the loose puck.
Just lost track of time there, I think, on the end of the penalty and dumped this one all the way down. And actually, I think we're coming back to center ice here, so I think they've waved that icing off and realized we've made a mistake. So 5-on-5 hockey back here. We're going to have a face-off at center ice. Still 0-0 here in the first period.
It's very interesting right at the end of the power play when there's a chance that icing's called if you do it or not. Officials working out there is Gillett trying to work it in all the way around. Commentator's nightmare a little bit with Gillett and McKelliger on the same line most of the time. Similar numbers as well, makes it a little bit hard. Eugene Chu losing that handle on the puck, and McKelliger breaks in for Queensland. So played in deep, and New South Wales converge on the puck. And there's Tim McGrath, McKelliger back in. Sends it in deep. He goes off for a change. Aaron Mannix, number 4 there for Queensland, outmanned by those in blue. Again, we've got a whistle.
We've got to have a malfunction here, I think, with this siren. It's the third
very
time
strange.
now.
The players are a bit confused
Queensland,
too.
just back to that first power play. Queensland did not register a shot on in that entire time. Credit to New South Wales. Partially, Ben McGrath, as I said before, was just forechecking really well. And anytime Queensland tried to set something up, New South Wales did a great job of shutting it down. So early advantage, I would say, towards New South Wales on that power play on that special teams.
Officials have just gone over to Sasha Rapchuk, who's the Queensland captain. I wonder if it is to do with the errant horns we've had so far. Puck back dropped again, and we're back underway. Barrett Mannix was attending the draw for Queensland. They were able to control it. It's sent in for Mannix, and he was a little bit unsure for a moment there. It's puck out of play.
And early
pressure being put on New South Wales.
Early test of Roy here. He's made a couple saves here. That's his second one, but that one a little bit awkward, and you don't like to see those ones coming your way early because we talked about confidence before. But Queensland have asked a little bit more of the questions here in the early going, but so far New South Wales have answered all of them with flying colors.
The draw to the right of Xavier Roy. New South Wales able to deal with that. Stiakov to help it away for the Blues. It's played in front. On there from a Queensland point of view. That one's all the way down and definitely will be icing. No question about that one.
The breakout for New South Wales is a little bit disconnected right now. We saw that last night. It was more due last night to the fact that Queensland was just shutting it down at the blue line before they could even break it out. Right now, New South Wales, I think they're trying to change up their breakout philosophy from last night, and it's just not working as they're trying to dump pucks down nice. No one's getting to them.
Fixed the draw for Queensland. 3 goals, the equal most in this series with Taran Oxlade of New South Wales. So try working in front. Queensland and can't find the opening goal there. Not a bad move from Henri Dalgety, but couldn't find a way past Roy.
Just kind of lost track of where he was and got drifted into the goaltender there. Nothing really meant from it. Face off to the right of Roy now. Shots on target still at 2-0 in favor of Queensland.
A bit of a slow start on that front, but with all the talent out there, I reckon that'll change. Greenwood there at the point for Queensland, a former member of the Brisbane Blitz, has played at U15, U18 and U20 level for Queensland now. We've got another horn. We're just going to play through it, I think.
Yeah, we're just going to play through it at this point. It'll get interesting at the end of the period, but for now we play on.
Penalties. One touch feed from Stanek. Going to the puck here. Down below the goal line. Still he keeps hold. To work it around the boards. I think common sense wins out with playing through the horn. And as you say, we'll have to wait until the end of the period, but that's still 12.5 minutes away before confusion might reign there. Nicely played from Taj Lowry, the man from the Hunter. It's below the goal line. He's around the back of the net. Cam Hughes loses it. It's flipped to neutral ice. Puck doing just about as it should at the moment. 30 degrees in Sydney won't help, but it's playing well at the moment. Not the easiest conditions to prepare a rink for. Queensland might have a breakout here. So dumping him from around the blue line was
got a Queensland player down at center ice.
And the arm is up.
Sasha Rapchuk there. It looks like he might have taken a stick to the face. This could be a high sticking call coming up, or maybe a cross check. Queenslanders aren't happy about it, whatever's happened. It's happened here in the back play. Maybe we'll be able to find out more here in a second.
There's also a question too.
Sasha Rapchuk is a very tough kid though.
He's not someone that would fake it. If he is someone that goes down, something's happened. And if there is a high sticking call, it's a question of whether it's a minor or a double. Rapchuk is on the ice, conversing there with Colby Schumack, a couple of stars of this competition.
Schumack back in the 19 jersey today after a period in the 8 yesterday. He's got 2 goals and an assist so far in this series.
So Queensland back to the power play. Sent all the way down. Second power play opportunity for Queensland today. 23.53 power play percentage, 4 from 17 so far in the tournament. Molly works in right wing side. Goes around the back of the net. Trying to get it in front here. South Wales again able to
good one-time chance.
Sort that out.
Good one-time chance created there by Queensland. Roy stood very strong to it, saw it the entire way into his chest and made the save. Queensland need to work this puck around a little bit more, see some more horizontal movement, and try and beat the goaltender at the back post. They saw success with it yesterday. I'd like to see him try it a little bit more here.
Queensland win the draw. Partridge working it down low. Across, Stanek back to the point. One touch from Dalgety. Stanek through a crowd. And they score, do they?
No, it's waved off. Whistle went before it got tapped in at the back post.
It's an interesting one. Queensland thought they had the goal. Waved off straight away.
I think the whistle might have gone first. We'll see here on the replay. Queensland worked the puck in from the right-hand side. They get the shot on, screened all the way. The puck's still loose there, but as we know, when the referee loses sight of the puck, they are supposed to blow it frozen for player safety. So the puck was still loose at the back end. The referee blew it frozen, and Queensland, New South Wales get away with one here in the early first period.
Yeah, the official was Johnny on the spot there and in a great position to wave it off. Bishop's in the call, and that's what you want. Rapchuk with speed, breaks in. Fire that one on. Gonna get it to go. He's back on at the Lightning Star, plays it up high. That one fired on. Blocker save there from Roy. Pressure piling on his goal now. Dalgety from the point. One's sent in deep. Queensland go around the back of the net. Chance here for Jackson Stanek. Cross ice feed. It's played in front. And again through a crowd. Puck again below the goal line. The penalties winding down. Stanicky, cross-ice feed, what a feed it was! Couldn't go there from a Queensland point of view. It looked like there was a 4x6 open, not to be. Back to 5-on-5. Now 2 successful penalty kills from New South Wales point of view, and they're back in. Left wing side, dropped in deep. Plenty of numbers back to try and disrupt Taj Lowry, and they do that. Jumping it in, Jack Molly, former Sun Devil at AJHL level. To neutral ice. South Wales able to keep hold past the midway points of this first period. Both teams drawing blanks up to now. South Wales work it in. It's fired on, but able to glue those pads together. Ethan
I like this from New South Wales. We've seen it a couple times. There's some players like Siwak and Lowry and Shumak to an extent who, when nothing's really going on for them, they'll take the puck in their own end, they'll drive up hard, and they'll just make a shot happen on their own. And now they got to face off in their attacking zone.
And they've won it. They're able to make the save. Looked like Shumak was on there for the opener, couldn't find it. He'll get it back. He'll try and fire that one from a tough angle. Mayer up to the task.
And a little bit of extracurriculars here. There was some exception taken to the hack at the puck after the whistle by Quentin Greenwood. And he just had to make the New South Wales player know his displeasure there. Shots on target now. We'll take a look at it here. New South Wales have gotten 2 back. It's 5-2 right now in favor of Queensland. Face-off will be to the left of Ethan Meyer.
It's a face-off that Queensland control. Sending it all the way down Dalgety. Icing there. Wales will try and bring it away. Chip towards Shumak, who couldn't get it under his spell. Molly back the other way. Plays it off the wall and does it well. To fire it in front. McElligott couldn't get there. No one played in front. That will skip out of the zone. And a couple of Queensland players unsure about who was taking ownership of that. Bit of a hit in the neutral zone. Molly there, left wing side. He hasn't got much room in which to move. That one played in front. Padded away by Roy. Queensland get back on the puck, played in front, and a big chance opening up there for McElligott. He couldn't get it to go. A little bit more happening after the whistle. This is Origin.
Roy very smart to cover that puck up there. It got very loose and very frantic at the back. You see here on the replay, the puck pops itself out. McElligott gets one on there. It almost looks like he may have kicked that on goal, actually. Might not have counted if it had gone in, but as you say, this is Origin. Heat's turning up here in Liverpool.
This is what we love about it. Queenslanders, if you're from New South Wales, all loving Origin, and while you're not agreeing on much when it comes to Origin, you agree that you love it so. How good is this? Under 7:30 to go in the opening frame. Been a good watch so far. Sent in there from Jacob Zeal. There's 1 goal in this Origin so far. That one's played across. Sent back up to the point. Rimmed around. Hayden Boyd tries to make something happen from the point. Checks now for Lachlan Fixter, and proceeding the play there. Aussie Partridge, Queensland are offside.
Partridge just offside there. Queensland using their defense again as a base to build forward on this breakout. Both sides turning the physicality up here. It's good to watch here. Great first period of hockey.
Aussie Partridge making 6 AHL appearances for the Brisbane Lightning last campaign, a debut back in June against the Melbourne Ice. Queensland have it down low, played in front, and there was an open man there that couldn't be found. Put back as that one's played wide. South Wales will keep hold and try and move it out here. inside the zone. Siwak couldn't pick a way through. Goalie first of that for Queensland. Moves it forwards. Oh, mishandled it, Queensland, and a chance opens up for New South Wales. Big stop from Mayer to deny the icebreaker. That would have come out of nothing. On all the way down, not quite even. The puck was held up there. It looks like it was heading all the way down, but sort of just stopped in its tracks. New South Wales almost caught on it themselves. Well, they might be called into action here. That one played in front. Behind the net. Queensland try and make the forecheck work here. Dibbles in there as one of them. South Wales via a Queensland stick do get it to neutralise. A bit inverted there from Hugh Campbell. So South Wales go for a change. The team's not giving the other anything really at the moment. That one's played on net. Roy will do well to cover. Does so smartly.
Queensland, now they're turning up the pressure on the forecheck. This is what we saw more of last night. Not allowing New South Wales to have anything easy moving up the ice. They create a turnover in their own defensive zone, and you've got two Queenslanders in your face when you're trying to play that puck. This is the way it was drawn up by Coach Labrie, and this is the way that Queensland could see some success here tonight.
Against the boards. Sent down. No icing there. Dibble was potentially trying to play for it. That one whistled down with under 5 to go in the opening frame.
Both sides yet to land a big shot here. Both sides kind of landing some feeling blows here. Shots on target still in favor for Queensland. It's 7-3, and it's starting to pull away a little bit.
Able to win the draw. Stanicky able to keep that one for as long as he would have hoped. Greenwoods go back inside the zone here. Well played from Partridge. Trying to feed it in front. Couldn't make that work. Is it on the forecheck though? Aussie Partridge. Queensland try and make something happen here. New South Wales couldn't get it out of the zone. Queensland body run over there. Fixer tries to get back on it for Queensland, can't quite. Greenwood first back for Queensland. Tim McGrath. That one's dumped in. Queensland and New South Wales will both go for a change. About 4 to play. Play to
these buzzers are going to get interesting now as we get into the last 3 minutes of this period.
It's like the boy who cried wolf, isn't it?
Don't be surprised if we see a shot or something after the buzzer in this one.
Good luck to the officials, that's all I'll say. They've got a tough enough job as it is, and now they've got to discern from what's real and what isn't. It's played towards neutral ice. To keep his feet there, Tyrone Oxlade. South Wales briefly back in with Lowry, but couldn't keep hold. Playing into his own man's skates there. Sasha Rapchuk battle forward at the blue line, and you will try and bring it away, unsuccessfully so. Dumps in from a New South Wales point of view. And the Southern Viper will get another look at playing this. Played to the line and not out. Lowry holding it in. And looking for the top corner. We found there from Colby Schumack. Played offside, and South Wales leave the zone, but well played by Badoui. He's able to make an impact on that. South Wales mounting the pressure as this period comes towards a close. Put it down low behind the goal line. There's an emphasis on the horns, as you mentioned, Lockie. 2.5 to play. Officials having to keep a real eye on the clock, I reckon. Middleton for Queensland. Want it here around the dot. Behind the cage. Greenwood waiting there at the point if need be. Isn't used, and New South Wales win it back. That pass played into the skates of Stephen Olkin, another ice dog out there for New South Wales. There is a lot out there who've played for either the Dogs or the Bears, or both in the case of Eugene Ju. Olkin trying to find a way through, found that tough going, and Queensland can try and bring it away. That one played all the way down. New South Wales will make a change in personnel. Skate to stick. Sasha Rapchuk almost on away onto that in the number 78. Player to look for. Not only this game, but the series when he's available hasn't been an ever-present, but he is one to watch. It's Aidan Downey, the son of Coach Derek, trying to help it on. Zeal, certainly enigmatic when he can get on the puck. Well, into the final minutes of the opening frame. That one's played on net. Boy called into action, and he's not played that one as well as he would have hoped. Come back to bite him here. Played in front. Chance maybe for Hugh Campbell. Might go the way he would have wanted, off the heel of a stick. Held in there by Dibble briefly. Zeal at the red line. South Wales back in, but Queensland with bodies back. They can't clear the puck. Schumack on it. Back to the right point. As that one's played in front, they score! The dying embers of the period. New South Wales break the ice on home ice.
Yeah, the puck got thrown in front there, and it got kind of lost in the bodies. Ethan Meyer didn't see it, beats him 5-hole. New South Wales takes the lead. It's Siwak. He had a goal last night as well, adds to his tally here, and all of a sudden, what little time we do have for a team talk at the end of the first period without the ice cut, that entire team talk has just changed from Queensland's perspective, because now this is no longer an even game. New South Wales lead 1-0, and what a huge time to do it.
2-2
for Siwak. It's his second goal of the series.
19:45. 15 seconds left. Maybe at 19:44 with a couple of tenths of a second left there. Doesn't matter about the exact time, but the time that it's come is brilliant for New South Wales. Siwak's goal changing the mood, particularly from a Queensland point of view. You might have been happy with a lot of how it's gone so far. They've probably dominated the play, but are behind.
I wouldn't even say they've dominated play. There's aspects of it they have for sure. New South Wales caught one definitely against the run of play, but they've been addressing the problems from last night very well, just on a surface level. They've been breaking the puck out better than they did last night. Even though they've seen some problems with it, they're still doing that better. The penalty killing, they're 2 for 2 on the penalty kill here tonight. And on that first power play, they didn't allow the Queenslanders to register a single shot. So New South Wales, they're doing things extremely well. They're shutting down. Part of that has to do with Ben McGrath, number 2, who's been doing a great job on the forecheck himself, and on that power penalty kill unit. He really just kind of got up there, and I think the directive from the New South Wales coach, Derek Downey, would have been just go annoy them in their own end and don't let them play anything easy.
Worth mentioning, if you're just tuning in, if you didn't see the game last night, before you go and put the kettle on and make yourself a cup of tea, be careful, because we've not got a full intermission here. We'll be back sooner than you might have thought. We do have a full, more traditional intermission for the second intermission, but we're going to get back going in short order if last night is anything to go by.
Looking at the goaltending this weekend for New South Wales, what an opposite story of the first weekend this has been. It was Montgomery who had the shutout game 1 of this series against the Queenslanders, and then it was Roy who came in and struggled a little bit game 2 in that draw. This weekend it was Montgomery who got peppered a little bit last night, giving up the 4 goals, and right now Xavier Roy, he's perfect from 9 shots faced, and he's got a shutout through 1. Both sides eager to get going here. Second period, you know the Queenslanders would love to respond very early. And you know that New South Wales would love to double their lead. Let's go, second period.
I suppose that's the good thing about no real intermission. You've not got 15, 20 minutes to dwell on the fact that you've just given one up. You're straight back at it. Next goal late in the opening frame, giving New South Wales a lead. Schumack fires that one well wide. Almost locked in at the point. Down getting over there. We've got a whistle, offside.
Just offside, and the Queenslanders letting Lowry know how they feel there. Lowry's been very involved this entire series. Despite what the stat sheets might say, he's an incredible player. He's been out there on the wing and just, I love the way that he uses his pace. He just picks up the puck. It doesn't matter where he is on the ice, where he picks up the puck. You know he's thinking one thing, and that's drive to the baseline and try and make something happen. I love watching his game. Got a bright future ahead of him.
With the Kingston Wranglers in the USPHL, even though Kingston is not in the US, it's in Ontario in Canada, but they play in the USPHL. Bright future ahead for the Newcastle North Star. Way through here, Molly couldn't get that one in front, and through to the goaltender and Xavier Roy. Here is Dalgety, captain of the Manson Mad Hatters in the USPHL Elite 24-25, 16 career AIHL games too. Queenslander back in, and the effort there not far away from Partridge. Flanked it up and out.
I tell you what, on this camera, that looks like it was an easy save. It was not. He poked himself out. I think Roy thought the defender might have dealt with it, and then he was able to pop that out onto his forehand and rip a shot from the slot. Roy stood strong. He's got 4 seasons in the East Coast Super League under his belt, and he's a very experienced young goaltender. Dealt with that.
He's played well and had to, Xavier Roy. 43 times in the East Coast Super League for the Sydney Heat. Very thankful for his services, I'm sure. Out of the zone, Stanicky getting involved here. Sent cross ice. Will be held in from a Queensland point of view. Or Lockie Fixter. The Queenslanders will go for a change. Flip tie, cross ice, a chance for New South Wales who are in, but it's well played to stand tall from Ethan Mayer.
Yeah, Meyer stands strong on his right-hand side, makes the save with his shoulder and just pops that up into the net. We get a break in play. New South Wales with an early response there to the shot on target here in the second. It's their first shot on target of the period, actually. It's now 9-7.
Taps out from the New South Wales point of view. Couldn't get anything to go, and breaking in here is Middleton. Use the body and find the lane to the net. It was covered off. He's gone down. No call. Nice stick lift. Kulinich. Back on the attack here, around the back of the net. Cliff. Was in Marone going to the ice, but no movement from the officials on either one. South Wales through the neutral zone. Back in. Try and work it in front. Successfully so, in terms of getting a chance on Mayer's goal. Played in front. Next name is Gillett. Therefore, South Wales, David Quinn. Working in here, the Blues, but they've lost out. He's not looking to flip it forward. They've got bodies here. One of them is McKelligot. And in deep. Puck. It's away from the boards. around. Drew trying to get on it for New South Wales. Queenslander at the point there is Dibble, he couldn't hold it in. Flipped back inside the zone. Played against the boards, Drew flips it on. Yeah, with McElligott. And the play is offside. Bit of an unfortunate one from the Queensland point of view. I think it was Partridge who was still inside the zone, couldn't vacate.
Just lost track of where they were there. And now face-off will come here outside of the zone. Queensland getting that top line. Actually, it looks like, yeah, that top line back out there.
Got a lot of talent there. Partridge and Lucky fixed both the part of that line as it's found on from Chistiakov. It's maybe opening up here for Queensland. Partridge fires one wide. Lockie fixed the first there. Can he spin it around the back of the net? Wrap around try, not too far away, but able to track the puck well. It's de Graaf. The Southern Vipers. Andy Campbell trying to get it inside the Queensland zone. And across there is Olkin, number 43. It's out from the corner. Looking back on it. Closely watched. Partridge among others. Sends it in deep and will head off. New South Wales control it. It's played in front and can get a stick on that to avert it goalward. It's out of the reach of Chistiakov and New South Wales are forced out. It's flipped back in deep and glove save from Ethan Meyer.
Just pops up into the glove of Meyer, and at this point he's taking no chances, going to just allow themselves to get a change and set up here on the defense. New South Wales doing a lot better with the puck here, controlling the possession right now in their zone and asking a lot of questions of this Queensland defense. Shots on target basically even now. It's 11-10. Face-off now coming to the right of Ethan Meyer. 15:21 to go in the second period.
Wasn't a whole lot he could do about the only goal of the game, Ethan Meyer. Turning into a bit of a goaltender's duel. Only one goal scored so far. Hugh Campbell trying to get after this. He has got there. That was played in front. A shot from the slot. Whipped high. Still a chance here. Or Molly works it back to the point. Dalgety was there. Big chance there for Queensland. Staple to the boards there. Hugh Campbell. Greenwood holding in. That bobbled away briefly from Roy, but he was able to make the stop.
Nearly a little bit sketchy there at the back end. Popped up off his pads. We'll see it here on the replay. Queensland fished this puck out and created a good shot here from Greenwood. There was some screening in front. It popped up off his pad and into his glove. We talked about at the end of the first period, though, trying to kind of discern what's real and what's not here in the barn tonight. Well, one thing we know is very, very real in this barn right now. It's that the intensity is turning up in this building.
New South Wales and their people know how to get up for an origin, whatever sport it's in. They have turned up today. Team have the lead thanks to the late Siwak goal in the first period. Nicely played from Partridge. Queensland back in, but not for long. Fixed it. It's Lockie unable to keep hold of that. Was sent in deep. Maroon will head off for a change. Nice pass. It's dropped off. That's here for Oxlade. South Wales couldn't get it to go, but there's a breakaway chance here for Queensland. In alone, shot, well saved from Roy. Middleton trying to back it up, but couldn't help follow it in. That's a huge moment in the game. New South Wales goaltender standing tall. Back inside the Queensland zone here. Short side shot. Unable to go. For the point likewise. Played to the point. Held in there by Aidan Downey. Another shot, short side. To the save there, Ethan Meyer, pardon me. Along the boards again. South Wales work it out. They've given it away rather cheaply. Chance in front. That one's played from a sharp angle. Almost the architects of their own downfall there, Queensland.
Ethan Meyer not pleased with his defense there, and he has every right to be. They hung him out to dry here. Just miscommunication there. Puck sticks to the ice for half a second. You got 3 Queenslanders standing around. New South Wales almost steal a second goal here, and Ethan Meyer covers this one up.
Quentin Greenwood with the giveaway, usually very tidy, not so there. Chistiakov. Pass, that one's sent in front. And around the boards. For it in the neutral zone, sent in from a Queensland point of view. Played to the line, not out. Well held by Hugh Campbell. As Roy is forced to make a save. New South Wales almost coming unstuck themselves in their own D zone.
Yeah, and a big play there by Roy to not make a rebound there as he had Sasha Rapchuk lurking unmarked there at the crease. Could have been a very easy tap in for the Maroons if that one hadn't been covered as effectively as it was.
Control the draw. To the point it went. Got out in front as Campbell tried to make sense of it. He's below the goal line. Tries a deke. Could pick the lane. Fix delayed the body. New South Wales are away. 2-on-1 if they play it right. Good defending Dalgety to get back. Bringing it away here is Molly. He's inside the New South Wales blue line. He's around the back of the net. Has some support there, and Hugh Campbell trying to work the puck in front. Found it tough going. New South Wales will bring it away. Dumping it in. Jerry's out. Blues will go for a change.
I was going to say there was a whistle there. I don't know what took so long for everyone to stop. I don't know where that whistle came from, but we have another break in play here. Let's take a look real quick at the stats. Shots on target. Queensland got another couple in this period. It's 6-6 even on this period. New South Wales, though, with the 1 goal at the end of the first period. It was the Taj Lowry goal, assisted by Zeal and Chizniakov. Right now, it's the difference. A false start call here against the New South Welshmen.
I tell you what, it's a tough job in any case being an official, but even so today, they've done well given the circumstances.
False start on Queensland's account this time.
Just get it out of there. And fixed her. Still the puck against the boards. Able to work it out. Dibble here in the number 42 gives that one away. Queensland had the bodies back to make sure it didn't amount to anything more than that. Campbell. Chance here for Queensland perhaps with Mr. Grath. Can't get anything to work, and New South Wales are away again. Inside the Queensland zone. They're in front. It's a real chance there. It's playing around the back of the net. Struggling to clear the zone at the moment. Mannix for the Maroons. Do get it out of the zone here. Set down the ice. McKelligot first there. for Queensland. He's robbed of the puck. Towards the board there, Barrett Mannix. Trying to work it back from 4 to 40. It's neutral ice, but sent back in from a Queensland point of view, and they'll go for a change. Past the midway point of the second period, and past the midway point of the game as such. New South Wales with the lead, the Siwak goal late in the first period. Looking to build on it here, 3 wide. Close to 2 as players drop back to the point. Queensland will move it clear. Inside the zone here. Jace Haley working in. He plays ice hockey and inline hockey for Queensland. Be part of a very, very, very select group who've done both, I reckon. That one's sent all the way down. Wrong side of the red line from a New South Wales point of view, that'll be icing.
There's actually quite a few of these Queensland players. I don't know about the New South Wales side, but up here in Queensland, quite a few guys play both, just as there's way more opportunities to get reps on the inline side of things. But right now, both, you just almost get the sense in this game, like, it's going to be a mistake that's going to create the next big chance, I think. And either side are going to have to capitalize on it, as both sides right now struggling to create some possession.
Oh, the backhand chance, what a save it is from Roy. And then to front up and deny Molly was brilliant. I think it was Campbell in front who tried the backhand flip. That one was well thwarted, and the second one as impressive.
There could have possibly even been a third in there. A huge stand there from Xavier Roy, keeping this game a 1-goal lead for the Blues. The Maroons honestly have to feel like they're a little bit robbed on that one.
It's an exhibition. And he's a huge reason why Xavier Roy, that is Stater leading this one. He has kept the door shut. Campbell below the goal line. He finds some support. It's back to the point, and Queensland will take it out of the zone. De Graaf from the right side of the red line. Sends it back in. We'll try and drop it off. Oh, a bit of an interesting one. Sasha Rapchuk in close quarters for Queensland. Greenwood helping hold it in. Goes in Marone. Molly. Down low. With Sasha Rapchuk. He'll drop it in. Back of the net. Back to the point, the one-timer. Couldn't get through to Roy. Crowd around the blue paint. It's away towards the wall. Greenwood on it here for Queensland. Backhand flip from Lachlan Fixter. It's on the end of his own feed. South Wales able to work it out. That one's played away. Lead on from Cameron Hughes. There's a chance here for New South Wales. How has that stayed out? Goodness me. Don't tell me Ethan Meyer got something on that. If he has, that is a 10-bell stop.
That was an incredible stand there. Ethan Meyer somehow keeping this a 1-goal game. The deflection came off the boards. We talk about it a lot in Queensland with those sometimes the weird deflections we'll give out here. Well, the boards in New South Wales here in Liverpool just answered, and they almost gave a perfect assist to New South Wales, and he's just getting, Ethan Meyer's getting a tap from Lachlan Fixter here before he comes into this face-off and just saying, brother, thank you. What a stop from Queensland.
Goaltending masterclass at both ends of the ice. My word. Exemplary stuff from both in between the post. Stanek breaks in, plays in front, and a fortunate bobble there for Partridge. Stays in. Another save from Roy, this time to deny Lachlan Fixter. I tell you what, Australian goaltending, we knew it was in good hands, but there's a couple of starlets out here today.
And you know, we knew it was in good hands. There's the names you think about, but then there's all these names coming up through the system as well. as you said, the future of Australian goaltending very bright. And there's a lot of positions right now that you look at, and this Origin series is really helping showcase this next generation of Australian ice hockey, and it's fantastic to see.
Long may it continue as well. That one spun in front. New South Wales find a clear here. Not immediately. Back of the net from Queensland point of view. Finally, they'll find a way to get it out and down the ice, but there is a whistle. It's coming back.
Queensland need to gather some more possession right now. Both sides have turned this into a sloppy neutral zone game where basically it's a case of whoever can win some garbage and throw something on net are going to have a chance to do something. Queensland, they saw success last night when they were able to cycle the puck, keep it useful, and there were times on the 5-on-5 they made it look like a power play. They need to get back to that here.
Played in front, yeah. Said that it's been a bit of a neutral zone, scrappy game, to paraphrase. Who do you think that suits more, Lockie?
I think that suits New South Wales a bit more, especially as they've got the lead and they're going to make Queensland chase it. The more chances that are created for either side obviously are going to benefit them, but if they're able to shut this down and make this a sloppy game, advantage New South Wales here.
Tim McGrath, number 10 for New South Wales. Tim McGrath's out there with Ben in the number 2. Just over 5 to play. Second period. New South Wales with a 1-goal lead. Really good stick there from Sasha Rapchuk, who keeps hold. Played in front. Roy covering off the short sides.
Better here from Queensland. They create the opportunity in the attacking zone. They'll have a face-off for it. Taking a look at the shots on target right now as we get into the latter end of this second period. Queensland ahead 19-12 on the shots on target, but New South Wales importantly ahead 1-0 on the score. I think it's just a little false start here off the face-off.
Yep. Happens from time to time. 5 to play. Big 5 minutes in the context of the game. Right off the draw. Chance there for Partridge, who saw something out of there. Couldn't get it to go. Here go New South Wales. 3 wide. Shot for the point is wide. Chance for Ben McGrath. And flashing the leather. It's Ethan Meyer in the Queensland goal.
New South Wales doing a very good job of attacking right now and just having numbers there for the second opportunities. Queensland need to shut that down because you start to get the feeling here that one of these rebounds are going to go in.
There's Partridge. Right wing side. Shot from the top of the circle. Good stop, Roy. Rebound was there from a Queensland point of view. Put behind the net, and officials losing sight of it. We'll have a face-off.
Queensland creating a couple opportunities here, and Roy is standing strong. You get the feeling he could end up being one of the stars of this game just from New South Wales' perspective. Queensland creating a little bit more right now, and you kind of get the feeling that it could potentially be a Roy shutout here tonight. And the more that happens, the more frustrated the Maroons are going to get.
You want to put the commentator's curse on him, but goodness me, he's played well to now. Campbell to make it work for Queensland. Brilliant one-touch feed from Hughes. Starts New South Wales away. Inside the zone. And Campbell. Queensland are back in. Shot from the right wing side. Able to trouble Roy. Opportunity here maybe for Hughes. Playing that one in front. Through by everybody. Queensland get it away. Pass looking for Sasha Rapchuk. Able to get onto the end of that, but he was right in there on the forecheck. From the forecheck to the bench he'll go. New South Wales back in. Down low. Briefly lost out, but they've got the puck back. Played towards the line, and it's just about out of there. Well played from Jack Molly. Trying to get after this is Lowry. Sent into the boards.
There's a hold there from the New South Wales player in the corner.
And that's why the arm went up.
I think he was upset. I think he thought the first hit was boarding. He got mad and just kind of headlocks the Queensland player there. Moment potentially here of ill discipline from New South Wales that could potentially come back to bite them. It's Taj Lowry who's going to the box. It's his second time tonight. He had the high sticking earlier that caught Rapchuk, so a perfect opportunity here for Queensland right now. Just want to point out, it's very obvious to see watching this game right now that there are a lot of tired bodies on the ice right now. This is their second period they've played in a row without the break, so a lot of lactic acid buildup in the legs right now, a lot of tired bodies, and you can kind of see it looks like almost a lazy game right now, but when you've played 2 straight periods of ice hockey, everyone out there is completely gassed. They're looking forward for this break here in a couple minutes' time.
In saying that, though, it's a big opportunity for Queensland, who are back on the power play. Not looked the best so far in this one, but there's a chance for that to change. Held in at the point. Whisked on, but whisked wide. Trying to get back there is Rapchuk. He does. At the left point. Fires that one on. Meat and drink for Xavier Roy.
Yeah, Rapchuk takes the puck out there, and New South Wales, you heard the call from the bench, said protect the house. So you see right here on the replay, they collapse, they open the window for him, and he sees a little bit of net, and he says, you know what, I'm going to take a shot here. Saved by Roy, another face-off here for the Queenslanders.
New South Wales win it, which will help their penalty kill cause, but they can't get out of the zone. It was well held in, and now another clearing attempt is blocked. Here's Rapchuk again. Wheels around on himself. Top of the left wing circle, tried to feed it across. It was telegraphed on the way through. First back Dalgety. A lot of talent out there. This top power play unit. So here go the Queenslanders again. Stanicky's in. He shoots short side. Blocker side stop from Xavier Roy, who has stopped everything thrown at him so far. Dalgety on it. Trying to close him down. Numbers win out. After the penalty having expired now. Lowry, a couple of minutes for holding. Back in with Partridge. He tries to go short side. And again, that wouldn't work. How good has New South Wales penalty kill been? To neutral ice. Queensland have it back. Opportunity might present itself here. Across. Stepping in there, Haley. Played in front. Wouldn't sit for Campbell. And that's out of play with about a quarter minute left on the penalty to Taj Lowry.
Yeah, Fixter wants delay of game there. He's not going to get it. Wasn't an intentional dump up and out. But right now, New South Wales penalty killing very well. But something to notice, they're pushing their defenders up very high, and Queensland are getting players in behind them. This could be something to watch as this game goes on, especially if there's more penalties.
Set off target there from Greenwood. Penalty winding down. Back to full strength. It's fanned on there from Lockie Fixter. New South Wales wanting a clear, they'll get it. Leading the race to the puck there was Lowry, out of the box. Wood's snuffing that out. He'll flip it through neutral ice. It was deflected, so no icing. Back Tottenham, we've not seen a lot of him today, which is a bit of a surprise given his prowess. David Quinn, who's being watched.
Hutton looks like he wants to go.
Keep an eye on that. Saw it in game one, didn't we? We're talking about whether we'd see something similar off there. Not yet, but Origin games always have that about them, that it's a couple of moments away from boiling over. Time will wind down. Just about. And here we go. Bit of extracurricular stuff after the whistle. The lights have gone down, but under the bright lights, it is New South Wales who at the moment are not phased. The officials are having to do a bit of extra work to break the two teams up. A little bit hard to see who's who with the lights off.
It is state of origin, isn't it? We got to make these referees earn their keep here. What a game it's been here so far. New South Wales still lead 1-0 here. The series tied a game apiece. This is game 4 of the 2026 State of Origin Ice Hockey Series under 20s. My word, what a series this has been. We talked about it earlier. I said the heat got turned up a little bit, and it looked like the pot might have come to a complete boil here at the end of the second period. Hopefully we can get it turned down to a simmer and have a great hockey game here in the third period. A whole lot to fight for, though.
I'll tell you what, it was a question of when, not if, wasn't it? That something would happen. That is what Origin is all about. And New South Wales lead it. A crucial 20 minutes coming up on the other side of this. We'll take a break. Oliver Walker-Peel and Lockie Eels will see you shortly. New South Wales with a lead as we turn for home.
And we are back face off here. Third period underway for the 2026 State of Origin Under 20 Series. Game 4. Series is tied 1 game apiece and a draw. New South Wales leads here as we go into the third period of this one. Queensland bring this puck out now. Rapchuk gets caught up with the official, but he stays on the puck, and it's going to come around the horseshoe before it's picked up by New South Wales in their own end. Passed around. Pushed up the ice by Oxlade, who's dispossessed by a hit from Stanek. And Rapchuk sends it forward. Molly. But he's taken off the puck there. And New South Wales settle.
Good start to the period.
Queensland forecheck it. Very good start to the period here as it gets dumped down in and sent around.
Play to neutral ice. After it is Fixter, plays in front. New South Wales can bring it away. I think there's some technical issues on my side. Apologies, Lockie, you've got me.
No, you're all good. I've got you covered here. Good start to the third period here. Frantic start from both sides. Queensland fighting from behind. They'd love to get a steal, at least steal a point, if not get the full comeback and go back to go on.
Always trust the Englishmen to have the technical issues, I suppose. I don't know. We're back, though, which is a good sign. Played against the boards. As Queensland try and pick a way through. It's dumped in from beyond the blue line and well held by Ethan Meyer.
Meyer covering this one up. The first real chance of the period. First real chance of the period from New South Wales' perspective. Work this puck up here. They got a face-off now. They'd love to create another couple shots on target here and steal a goal.
Held in briefly from a New South Wales point of view. Played around and down. 2 minutes gone in this third period.
We got a fight in the back
here. Here we go. Big right hand in over the top. Struggling to make out who it is in the
for Queensland.
New South Wales in the blue corner. It was a big sweeping right hand over the top. And he's got to be careful here that he doesn't run into trouble with the officials.
You can't touch a linesman like that. You can't do that. Fight or not, you cannot do that.
Oh, that's horrible.
It'll be interesting to see if he plays in games 5 and 6 of this series, because that was, you understand the fight, right? But then as soon as the referee grabs you, that's it. You got to say when. So we'll see here at the beginning. There's pushing and shoving in the back. He's cross-checked Haley in the head. Haley's gotten the gloves. He's got the glove off first. And Haley, he's just kind of pulled guard almost for any of you who do jiu-jitsu. Which is, I've got to say, in 28 years of watching ice hockey, the first time I've ever seen someone pull guard in a hockey fight. So, breaking ground here in the State of Origin. And then,
that's
he's just
Downey, isn't it?
Lost his head. Yeah, Declan Downey. No stranger to the penalty box in his time he spent with the Central Coast Rhinos.
It's one of those things that if you're struggling to identify somebody, you do not want to get that wrong. Pretty sure that was the number 59 there. That was something you do not want to see at all. It's one of those where you just look on in disbelief once he started going at the officials too.
For him to be that wound up, you almost have to wonder if something was said. You don't want to make excuses for anyone involved in it, but to have a brain snap like that. Now you see the two captains coming together here. Both played at the Brisbane Lightning this past year. Sasha Rapchuk and Braden Costa. And so, yeah, we've got a little bit to unpack here. The officials, I guess we joked a little too much, cursing the commentator at the end of the second period, saying they were going to have to earn their pay. And they did here. And unfortunately, this kettle is up to a roaring boil here in Game 4. It's Origin Ice Hockey.
But all jokes aside, there is there is Origin hockey, and then there's stuff that you don't want to see anywhere.
Yeah, there's no excuse for that from Declan Downey.
There is a line that can be towed that you don't want crossed, and it was being towed and then was very much crossed within a split second or so. There is a difference. There are elements of towing the line that we love, but there's an element there in crossing it in the way that it was crossed that we don't. And that's pretty clear. There'll be a fair bit of things to sort out, I'm sure, in the aftermath of that. There'll be a disciplinary conversation, I'm sure, in the way of number 59.
So it's going to be a power play for Brisbane here. Their fourth one of the night. They're 0 for 3. So it looks like the fighting major will go one-sided as Haley didn't get his glove off. Oh, it's 4-on-4 hockey, pardon me. Although, no, it is 5-on-4. Again, I'm sorry, I should have trusted myself.
There has to be a power play out of that. There absolutely has to be a power play out of that. And there is. Queensland, as you mentioned, 0 for 3. Fourth power play opportunity. They'd love a goal out of this, and they need one, you'd reckon.
And one at this point in the game would be huge moving forward with a chance to steal a second. Plenty of time to do it.
Trying to dance through there was Rapchuk. And the net is off the moorings. If we needed anything else to add to what's going on here. Question of who dislodged it.
Yeah, it looks like the Queensland skater just kind of lost track of where he was there and skated into the net, but we will see. It looks like it's still going to be a face-off in the Queensland attacking zone. It's going to be to the left of Roy. Shots in this period so far are 1-0 in favor of New South Wales. Queensland were held shotless on a power play already here tonight, and they'd hate to have that happen here again.
Face off to the left of the New South Wales goaltender. Dalgety couldn't hold it in at the point. Need to be a little bit careful there in terms of holding onto the puck there. Meyer. Queensland will try and skate it free. Inside New South Wales territory here. It's around the net. Campbell trying to get himself involved. It's held in. New South Wales have got themselves a chance here. Opportunity on the breakaway, and they can't put it away. Huge opportunity to double the lead. Not taken. Our play goes on. It was a 5-minute fighting major, of course. Declan Downey. Played up high from the top of the circle. It was fired on. And the body in there was Hugh Campbell for Queensland. It's played down. Forward, but Queensland can't get anything to go there. It's a 5-on-5 hockey. It's played in front to the high slot. Big hit. Tutton trying to insert himself on the game for New South Wales. On the puck here. Plays it across. Onside there. Good save from Meyer. Can he control the rebound? Not quite. Played in front. And there's a New South Wales player there who couldn't turn it home. Molly inside, getting it into the zone. Around the boards. That's sent all the way around. And inside, an opportunity maybe here. Not numbered, but he did well to keep hold of it. Around the back of the net he goes. And to play it in front, that didn't go, and it skips out of the zone. Queensland will have to tag up here. That one played in deep. McKellar giving something to look at perhaps. One centre around the boards. And down all the way for icing.
I like what New South Wales was trying to do there, just sending it around the horn, trying to send someone to chase after it, but I don't think the other 4 people on the ice were aware of the plan. So it goes down for an ice. Queensland a chance here. They were held basically shotless on that last power play. New South Wales penalty killing extremely effectively. And so far it's held Queensland off the score sheet.
Done well to control the draw there. Lucky fixed her. Merging the boards, he's got the puck out of there. New South Wales again clear the zone. And there's not enough on that one for icing, according to the officials. Played to the line and out. Chance here. Fixer again. He's sent to the floor. Lucky Fixter sat down. A few hits in this one. Lovely dangle there from Jacob Zeal. Can New South Wales make something work here? They might have done if not for the intervention of Ethan Meyer, who makes the glove stop.
It was a good effort there as he was falling to the ice to even get a shot on target, but he does. Meyer covers it the whole way. Queensland need to string possession together a bit more, spread out their shape and formation, and try and make the New South Wales defense work a bit more, because right now it's a little too frantic from the Maroons.
It's played down the ice. Played in front. Hugh Campbell couldn't get onto the end of it. Wales will find their way out of their own zone. Flipped across there from Tim McGrath. And again, it's another good effort from Ethan Meyer to stop another Queensland New South Wales chance, pardon me.
They're easily breaking the puck out now, and this is the difference from what you saw last night. Queensland completely hemmed them into their own zone, and that's why they dominated. But right now, they're breaking this forecheck, and it's working for New South Wales as they get a one-timer off the face-off. Meyer with another save. And
hot shot from Czeslaw Kulinic.
It's 4-1 shot totals right now in the third period in favor of New South Wales.
Ramping things up, those in blue at the moment. Second goal for them without reply would be huge. Queensland don't fancy that proposition. It's sent in deep. Campbell held in along the half wall. Campbell round the back of the net. He's sent down. No call. New South Wales fans happy about that. Spilled Chistiakov. There's whistle on play.
Just get confirmation. Get confirmation what it was. I don't want to say who it was because I did not see a number, and when you're talking about something like this, you don't want to get it wrong. But there was a little slew foot from a New South Wales player in their defensive zone. Went uncalled, so we'll see if there's any retaliation from the Queensland player. You hope not here, especially as they need to keep their discipline moving forward in this third period and try and get themselves back in this game.
South Wales control the draw. So I'm trying to work it in. South Wales break back in. New South Wales are on the power play here for Queensland skaters. Out on the ice. And that was relating to we're talking about. It's Hugh Campbell who's gone to the box a couple of minutes for holding. So New South Wales to the power play here at a big time in the game. 0 for 1 so far. Inside the Queensland zone, a shot from the top of the left circle. Played to the line and not out. It's held there by Braden Costa. New South Wales captain was at the Lightning, as you mentioned, last year, so we'll know a few of the lads he's facing today. There's a shot from a tight angle, the rebound attempted by Mayer, but he's unable to get it away as Costa is first back. Ethan Myers played well. Schulmack. Was he tripped? Appears to be. 5-on-3 on the way here for New South Wales.
So from bad to worse for Queensland, chasing the game. We said they needed to be disciplined in doing so, and since that, committed 2 penalties, and it's going to be a little bit of 5-on-3 hockey. And if you're New South Wales, you have to bury one here. With the third period almost halfway played, making this lead 2-0 could be absolutely pivotal in this series as games 4 and 5 back up in Queensland. So New South Wales losing the home ice advantage after today. You feel like they have to capitalize when they can. So we're just getting confirmation, yeah.
Appears it was time. 5 minutes for fighting for Declan Downey. He got 10 in a game, and then the 2 minutes on sportsmanlike conduct penalty. All at those 3, and then it was Hugh Campbell, 7-17 for holding up to now, and then of course the strip call.
So
just resetting the clock. I think the scorers table were trying to work out when that first penalty was.
In the beginning of the broadcast, we talked about special teams and how it's been such a factor the entire series. Well, here again tonight, Queensland, the big number to circle on the stat sheet if you're looking back on this one, hindsight being 2020, 0 for 6 on the power play here tonight. And on multiple occasions, they've been held shotless during them, and they just haven't felt at any point comfortable on the man up. And last night, that's where they felt so comfortable. The story in game 1 was Queensland failure on special teams, and they got blown out. And this one, they're still in this game, but it's a massive storyline moving forward as this game ticks on into the third period.
So a minute 10 looks like for the 5-on-3. So Wales able to control the draw. So back to the point. Through a crowd from Costa was blocked. Queensland have just got to set up well here. Being in the position they are. Here's Aidan Downey. Into the Queensland zone. And Costa working towards the high slot. He's got it from inside the circle. He scores. Braden Costa, who was with the Lightning last season in the AHL, able to work one through and double the lead for New South Wales at a critical time.
I understand being down a goal, but interesting choice from Queensland to press as hard as they did on this 5-on-3. You said the early moments of this power play, they held their shape well, they collapsed, they turtle shelled on that triangle, and it was effective for a second. And then you see Sasha Rapchuk coming out almost to the red line to try and make a poke check. He gets beat, and then all of a sudden you're scrambling 5-on-2 at that point essentially, and New South Wales, too much talent. It's 2-0.
I'm not so sure that Josh Labrie would have practiced 5-on-3. I'm not sure how much time you get to practice with your team. I think if you have practiced 5-on-3, you'd be practicing it slightly different to that. Didn't work for them there, and it's a big goal for New South Wales, who were able to score 5-on-3, and so they do have a bit of 5-on-4 time to try and make something happen here. They're still on the power play. That's how big the goal is with the timing of it. Try and take a lead with them to Queensland. The next 2 games of the series. Lovely dangle there from Zeal. He's in. Plays it back to the left point. Tutton across. Another shot from top of the circle. Maya are able to be equal to that.
This is where things for Queensland get very interesting, because you have to now balance the discipline with having to go after this game down 2-0. You know, you have to start making more poke check attempts, more chances to try and remove that player from the puck, but it also opens up more chances to commit penalties. And when you're already having the struggles on special teams that you have, it makes your work a whole lot harder.
Bouncing around, Rizal trying to get involved there. Queensland still short-handed. He gets after that on the forecheck. We said special teams might end up being the difference. It's a crucial special teams period on the power play for New South Wales that has helped them here. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Braden Costa's power play goal, a huge one. It could be back in here 2-on-1. Chance at the front of the net might have presented itself as Sywak was going net front. Queensland though back the other way. They're working in front here. Able to get it to go, and might be a bit more happening here. Statiki's in there. Starting something for Queensland. Trying to maybe give his team a bit of a lift.
Two interesting decisions on breakaways in a row, really. You see the first one, the 2-on-1 for New South Wales. The pass should have come earlier. There could have been a very dangerous chance at the back post. Instead, he let his angle get cut off by the defender. And then the second way, coming back the other way for Queensland, pretty much the same story. He gets wide, he has a player trailing, he won the puck at the blue line, came in 2-on-1, and he went down to the byline a little too hard. There wasn't enough separation horizontally between the two Queenslanders, and they just made a 2-on-1 breakout very easy for New South Wales to deal with. He still had to make a save, did Roy, but one of the easier ones he would have made tonight. He's got up over 25 now.
Face off to his left. New South Wales player being waved there and sent to the bench. Middleton controls it for Queensland. Short side shot. Glove stop. Xavier Roy. Got 26. As it is almost held in. Mannix over there for Queensland. Good forecheck and pressure this from McKelligan. 9 to play. New South Wales in the box seat. Here goes Taj Lowry, drops it off, and somehow that stays out. Queensland are on the ropes here. The team in the red corner are on the verge of a knockout blow on them at the moment, I think. They're in a really precarious position. Played to the neutral zone, intercepted from Sasha Rapchuk of Queensland. Puck bobbling around in there. Stephen Olkin. Trips in there from Molly. Chasing it down, David Quinn. He's met. Played by Hugh Campbell. Over the goal line. Trying to spin it out of there, Molly. Played in front, and point. It's Quentin Greenwood who couldn't readjust himself. Lowry towards the point, not out. New South Wales do get it out of their defensive zone. Chance here, 3 wide perhaps. Couple in front of the net, it's played there. And leaving it behind Josh Allegria, who couldn't get it to go. Did Rapchuk take a high stick there for Queensland? Penalty coming.
Yeah, took another one. That's the second one he's taken tonight. He is down hard in the net. Looks like the stick came up and caught him right in the mouth. And it takes a heck of a shot to keep him down, so you hope that he's all right.
He's back up.
Just making sure all the teeth are still there. So we'll see what the call is officially, but Queensland 2 minutes on the power play. 2 more minutes on the power play, and we'll see if they can avoid going 0 for 7 here tonight. It'd be a huge time to do it, as the goal right now will be crucial in clawing them back in this game.
If there's any profession you don't want to be in if you want to keep all your teeth, I think hockey player is maybe number 1 of things to avoid doing.
Sasha could ask his brother Aram about that.
It's been a bevy of penalties in this third frame.
Yeah, and the telling stat here in this third period for Queensland when they're trying to get back into this one, 7-2 shots on target in favor of New South Wales here in the third period, and they've drawn it back. It's 25-20 in the game total, still in favor of Queensland, as they had the lion's share of the shots early and did absolutely nothing with it. But credit to Xavier Roy as well, because a lot of those shots were dangerous. They created a few very good looks, and I think Xavier Roy has a lot to do with where Queensland's at right now, because your confidence drops when you create a few very good looks and you run into a hot goaltender. It's frustrating.
Queensland were 0 for 7 on the power play in game 1. They're 0 for 6. This is the 7th power play opportunity tonight, as Molly deeks and breaks in right wing side. It was a nice move, but couldn't connect with the pass. Need a goal here on the power play, you think. Queensland are any chance of taking something from this? On the goal line, it's played to the line, not out. De Graaf unable to hold the zone for Queensland. Greenwood back there and on the puck. Cross height it goes. Unable to control it, Middleton. Braden Costa. A huge goal off his stick to give those in blue some daylight. That's played all the way down. De Graaf back on it. Queensland go for a change. Partial one at least. It's played to the line. Held in from a New South Wales point of view. Glove down by Ethan Meyer.
Yeah, it's a very smart decision to cover that one up there. You'd rather your goaltender do that than play on, but I think they might have had numbers up on the right-hand side if they did, but it's one of those hindsight things that you can never ask of a goaltender, because obviously you'd rather him cover up than put it back into a dangerous spot.
Here's Sasha Rapchuk. Can he ignite something here for Queensland? He's in right wing side, plays it in front, and couldn't create an assist out of that. He has looked lively and likely, Sasha Rapchuk.
Yeah, he had 2 assists last night to his name coming back into this series this weekend. That was probably the best chance they've created in a period and a half. And Roy stood strong.
And out and down as precious seconds on this Queensland power play tick away. Dalgety back there. Dalgety losing it. Sending it in Taj Lowry. Just over 10 seconds left. And this power play for Queensland. Hugh Campbell around the boards. New South Wales, they've been brilliant on the penalty kill. They've got another one. As trying to keep the door closed, short side there was Roy. If we were giving out the 3 stars, I reckon he'd be getting them. Been brilliant today with 5 to play. That one's played in front. He was almost called into action again. As that one's fired on and kept out as Jackson Stanicky tried to send it through. A few head taps to the goaltender from the New South Wales, correctly so.
Hey, you know, Queensland now 0 for 7 on the power play again, and it's really easy to say that Queensland are just playing bad on the power play, but it's what it really is a case of here tonight is it's New South Wales playing extremely well on the penalty kill. They've made an effort here tonight to spend as much time in their attacking zone shorthanded as they can, and it's working really well tonight.
It's played cross ice. How it goes. It's attempted fired on from the point, and Dalgety fired the original one. It did get to Roy. He was able to make yet another stop with.
This is better from Queensland here. They created the effort. They worked side to side a little bit better. Referee's ready to go right away. But Queensland a little bit better here, but as the seconds tick down, they don't need them all at one moment, but you think they need to get the first one quickly to have a base to work on. It looks like we're going to have a timeout here.
You've got one to take, of course, and Queensland are taking it here. What do you reckon they're saying in this huddle here? Because 2 down, they need something and need something fast.
I reckon there's a set piece. Definitely, I know they've worked on some stuff off of the draw before. There's a chance that they try and get a quick shot, but also the message is going to be simple. It's going to be don't commit penalties, don't do anything silly, don't force it, but you also got to work quick, if that makes sense. So try and keep your structure, work the puck around, and get good looks. But at the same time, you got to get any look you can. It's 4:43 to go. You've got to get 2 goals up to bring the series back even to Queensland. But right now, New South Wales, ball's in their court.
Sorry, Lucky, I was just going to say, I wonder if there was any talk a 6-on-5 play here too, with Ethan Meyer surely heading to the bench soon enough. He's staying out there for now by the looks of things, but 2 down, you'd think it wouldn't be too long if it stays like this before he heads off for an extra attacker. Five hockey right about now, but it might end up being 6-on-5. If they decide to go to the bench, the clear was blocked, and a chance presented itself for Hugh Campbell. He couldn't cash in. Excuse me, there is power play here for Queensland. 8th opportunity for them. Short side, that's shut down. Four to go here. Around there from Jack Molly. Partridge playing that to the point. Fired on through traffic. Has it stayed out?
I think it
looks
has.
Like it has.
Roy stands strong again. Xavier Roy, what a game he's had. At this point, he would earn the shutout. Worked very hard for it. Queensland have created a few good looks here so far in the third period. The best looks they've actually created all night. The Q Campbell one just before this, the net had already come off its mooring, so if they had knocked one in, it probably wouldn't counted anyway. But the Campbell look before was one of the better ones they'd had. That was the chance to cut the lead, and Roy stood strong.
It was Cheslav Kulinic who'd gone off 2 minutes for high sticking, giving Queensland the opportunity on the power play here. Power play opportunity that is winding down. Held in at the point. Roy will do that rather easily. That'll just about do it for the power play.
Yeah, the puck just took a bobble for a second, I think, and it prevented him from getting the wrister on time first chance. Just kind of bobbled with it, sent it on, and it didn't have much venom by the time it got to Roy. And with some of the saves he's made, that one wasn't going to trouble him very much. Queensland now 3:18 to work with. They're about to go 0 for 8 on the power play, it would seem. And they got to get something going quick. Meyer surely will be to the bench soon.
Back to 5-on-5. That's flipped down. Meyer's still out there, but as you said, I don't think it'll be long before that changes. Dalgety taking over for Queensland, for Greenwood. Gives it off. Battle there at the boards. Rapchuk bouncing up, played in front, and they score. There's one back.
Gigantic moment here in the game. Jack Molly buries it low right-hand side. Roy finally gets beat here tonight. Queensland, is it too little too late? And we talked about is Meyer going to come to the bench? He surely is now. See here the pass into the front. I don't even think that Roy thought there was a chance that Molly was going to get that one on target. He does, and it beats him low side. This game, it's a one-goal game here all of a sudden with about 2 minutes to go. Hold on tight, everyone. 3 minutes to go. Let's go.
Now it feels worth noting that if we're level after 60 minutes overtime, no shootout, we've got a draw. We've seen that once already in this series, but big goal for Jack Molly, 1 assist in 16 games for the Brisbane Lightning in the AIHL last season. That's a massive, massive goal for the 18-year-old to give his state a chance of taking something from this. Played out from a New South Wales point of view just as Greenwood was laying the body. Dalgety off after it for Queensland. I think a couple in blue had lost sight of the puck. It's going down the other end.
I think, yeah, this is going to say there was no touching. I think they're going to say there was no touch and icing is called here. So Queensland got to keep the bodies on the ice here. You got to think this draw is going to be won here. They got to try and work something up, and then Meyer will be headed to the bench soon. 2:24 here to go in a one-goal game.
Played to the neutral zone. New South Wales keeping control of the puck, so then Meyer stays put where he is. Sent in deep. Queensland need to control the puck first before they can think about pulling the goalie. Hasn't been done yet. So New South Wales win it back. Play to the slot. Shot wide. South Wales maintain possession of the puck. Boyd waits at the point. He won't be used. Bounces in front. Queensland's able to keep New South Wales at bay for now. Spinning around was Alex de Graaf. Can't clear the zone. Might be space opening up here. Lovely deke there from Stanicky, who drops it off. Played in front. Shot. Save, and a huge one from Roy. There was a delayed penalty in there. So Queensland are going to go back to the power play again. But what a save from Xavier Roy to keep the game level.
I tell you what, man, if New South Wales go on to win this series from here, you got to let that man lift the silverware. What a game this has been. Xavier Roy, one of the all-time Origin performances. I realize this series is young, but man, this performance is going to be talked about for years to come in this series. Xavier Roy, what a game. Absolute daylight robbery.
I was going to say, if I was Xavier Roy, I would be the one for years to come.
So the timeout
Wales
called
have taken a timeout.
He's going to try and, I think this is one less to draw something up and more to just calm the nerves here as Queensland drew themselves back into this one. It's a one-goal game, and then has created another great chance that was really just only kept out due to a Xavier Roy save that was unbelievable. New South Wales just got to calm down here. Minute 28 is not a lot of time to kill, but it's also an eternity when you're trying to hold this one. And Queensland would love to come away and steal a draw here on away ice.
It's an interesting one you mentioned about New South Wales taking a timeout. Sorry, Lockie, because there is a chance that Queensland have drawn up a 6-on-4 play here with a power play here and the opportunity to pull the goal in. As you look here, they have got 6 on the ice.
Here we go.
Goalie pulled. Big draw to win, and they've won it. Partridge at the point. Effectively now a 6-on-4 for Queensland. Played down low. Back to the point it goes. One time with Dalgety. Roy keeping it out. Bit happening off the play. Can Queensland cash in here? They're unable to hold it in. Played down, but Queensland able to control it. Stanicky holding on. Got to be careful here. They don't give it away cheaply. Stanicky back on it. Queensland stay on side. Played in front. Shot on. They score! Hugh Campbell on the power play levels the game.
Campbell ties it at the depth. Have Queensland stolen it here in Game 4? Wow, Queensland pulled the goaltender. We'll see it here on the replay. The breakout. Molly holds the play up beautifully. It falls to Campbell. The left-handed shot beats him under the glove. This game is tied.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable from Campbell. Stick side. Able to fire it. And Queensland, improbably so, have got themselves back from out of absolutely nowhere. Huge goal for Campbell. New South Wales are shell-shocked into the final minute. Can they win it from here? Another shot on. Turned away by Roy. He'd be under so much pressure now. Held it at the point. And all of a sudden, New South Wales would take a draw. DDD it goes. Andy Dew is out there. Played down the ice. No icing there. Trying to close the space is Rapchuk. New South Wales get it out of their defensive zone. Is there time for one more shot for either team to try and win the game? Seconds ticking down. We're on. Played in deep. And it is going to be a draw. Oh my goodness.
Are you sold on this series yet or what?
If you're not sold on this series, what are you doing? What more do you need? So unfortunate for Xavier Roy, who stood on his head for the large majority of the game and hasn't been able to get his team over the line. The 6-on-4 goal on the power play from Hugh Campbell gives Queensland a share of the spoils out of nothing. What a game.
That's Arjun, isn't it? Unbelievable fight to the very end. Xavier Roy, you got a feel for him, had an incredible game, was pitching a shutout late into this one, by the way. And just unbelievable effort. Queensland, they get one back late to bring it to with one, and you've just felt the belief, didn't you? This Maroon side, they got up. Queensland, whether it's ice hockey or rugby league, there's just a belief in Queenslanders. There's a never die spirit. And they came in late. They get one to draw it back to within one. They pull the goaltender. And you said it right before, didn't you? When the New South Wales called the timeout, this also gives Queensland a chance to draw something up. They pull the goaltender. New South Wales handle the first initial barrage. They clear it even. They almost get one turned on net. Queensland regroup well, and after an initial breakout, the puck falls to Hugh Campbell. And Hugh Campbell etches himself into State of Origin history. We talked about it with Roy in that save, one of the all-time great performances. Well, 30 seconds later, that's all for naught as Hugh Campbell steals a draw away for Queensland, who come down here, win game one away, draw game two in a comeback. And that was the first weekend as well, just the opposite with New South Wales coming up and putting in work on game one, which realistically, last night, Queensland did. They came in and dominated game one of this series. New South Wales came out. They played a lot better, controlled a lot of this game. But Queensland come from behind, steal a draw, and this series is heading back up and tied one apiece with 2 games to play. What a series,
now it feels
man.
important to note, too, that obviously Queensland won the 6-game series 4-2 last year. So if they can't be split... Well, 5-1, pardon me. But Queensland won the series in any case. They won it rather convincingly. Won it 5-1 last year. And so, if they can't be split when the series heads back to Queensland, then Queensland keep the bragging rights.
In theory, yeah, you would think this is only the second year of this series, so you would think in theory it would behave like the Ashes, where if you draw, you retain. But we'll see. And that all of a sudden, if someone wins game 5, Game 6 is extremely interesting because it's no longer a dead series. You're fighting to try and draw this series up. There's so much to play for in Queensland, and Game 1 was a sellout. Surely you'd think Games 5 and 6 will be sold out very quickly based on this, where we are at. Because this series right now is perched. If you haven't got your tickets yet,
get them.
This series is perched on a thread right now. This is incredible Origin hockey. And I said it before Game 1 when I talked to Jay Partridge. You just looked at the way it was on paper right now. But that compared to the series last year, you saw how many people they brought in this year. They traveled with more than 20 guys up to Queensland for the first weekend of this series. They took last year's beating personally. New South Wales Ice Hockey has invested in this series. They've put out a team who's here and has put on a great performance, and they threw the first shot. A haymaker was the first blow to land in this series when they came up and demolished Queensland in Game 1. Queensland took that personally, and here we are after Game 4. This series is tied, 1 win apiece and 2 draws. What a series this has been.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. So 1 win apiece, 2 games to go. It's going to be an incredible weekend of hockey, and I'm sure you'll be a part of it as well. Lockie, well called today.
I cannot wait for it. Thank you so much, Ollie.
And to you. So 2 each. From 2 down, Queensland fight their way back to keep the series level with 2 games to go. And of course, we are heading back up north. Oh, it's going to be an absolute scene in the Sunshine State for the final 2 games of this series. Well, if you thought Origin was just reserved for Rugby League, if you're watching this for the first time, hockey's got a stake in it too. From myself, Oliver Walker-Peel, we'll bid you farewell. Take care, stay safe, goodbye for now, and thank you for your company.